an ultralight two-person tent perfect for motorbike road trips. Stay tuned for my review of Mountain Hardwear's Ghost UL2.
The Ghost UL2 tent, as the name implies, is Mountain Hardwear's lightest double-wall two-person tent. Compared to other shelter options I had laying around, such as a Expedition hammock, a bivy sack, and another ultra-lightweight tent, the Ghost UL2 came in just 60 grams more than a bivy sack, and you get a lot more space for that. It's a very uniquely designed tent where the front actually overhangs the door, so you'll never get that problem that when you open the tent door, water will come spilling in. Being a two-person tent, you're probably interested in the overall area of this tent. Well, you get 27 square feet of space in the tent and another 7 square feet in the vestibule. What does that work out to? The front, it's an asymmetrical shape. The front is about 56 inches wide. At the back, you get about 35 inches. And at its very highest point, it's 37 inches tall. Now, while the tent is sold as a two-person tent, you will be in pretty tight quarters, so it's best to know who you're going to be bunking with. For a couple, it's pretty much ideal. You can lay 2 thermarests in the tent, and if they're full length, they will overlap at the bottom, but it's not a really big deal, as you can see from the footage that I shot when we used it for 2 nights camping at a race recently. Of course, the overall tent itself is 2 pieces. You've got this piece of fabric, which is the overall tent body with the floor and the walls, and then you also get separate is your fly, which is a different color and very lightweight. The material of this fly is a 20D ripstop nylon and is rated to a waterproof rating of 1200 millimeters. The sides and floor of the tent are a 10D ripstop nylon and they've got an 800 millimeter rating. Although I haven't yet camped in a raging downpour, there was some light rain and there was absolutely no issues with any water penetration in the tent. Setting up the tent itself was super easy. If you haven't done so before, they do include a full color printout of how you can set it up in 5 easy steps, but of course I just threw it out and set it up the first time without even looking at them. It only took me around 5 minutes. All the guidelines have reflective highlights on them, and I really appreciated the fact that once you have the tent set up, the lines don't go out very far, so you won't have people tripping on your tent every time they walk by if you're in a crowded camping area. There's a number of other clever design features built into the tent when you're setting up, such as the fly tensioning system, which I found was very intuitive and easy to use. The pegs that come with the tent are a very super lightweight aluminum that are very sturdy and easy to use and clean off when you're done in the morning. The poles themselves are these DAC Featherlight NSL poles. They're super lightweight and it's all one piece. There's some clever features as well, like this little ball joint, which helps set up the awning on the front of the tent to give you that overhang. For storage inside the tent, they hook you up with a couple of nifty mesh pockets on either side of the door, so you can throw those headlamps and car keys or whatever you need to, and have them very close to your head if you need to find them in the middle of the night. All in all, I really like this tent. It's designed and constructed really well. That roomy front end with a 37-inch head height is higher than my previous tent and means I can get dressed in the morning without having to contort into yoga-like positions all the time. Although the fabrics are a little bit lightweight, I have a feeling they're going to last a long time anyway, as long as I take good care of this tent. So I'm looking forward to many years and many adventures using the new Ghost UL2 tent. Although the tent is ostensibly a two-person tent, I think it's ideally suited for solo adventures, especially like cycle touring or motorbike touring. That way you can set up the tent, have a good night's sleep, and keep your gear in there and dry overnight. Well, that does it for my review of the Mountain Hardwear Ghost UL2 tent. For more information on this and all the products, head to mountainhardwear.ca.